The year is 2016.
A lot of bad things happened this year, but the worst of them being the end of Vine.
Oh.
Hurricane Katrina! More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Suck my ass, because you're no good and better than everybody else.
Hello?
Adam. Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Oh, my man.
And they were roommates.
Next time you fucking put a hand on me, I'ma fucking rip your face off, bitch.
Step your pussy up, honey. Bitch, I swear to God.
Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had?
I never went to Uber driver.
Yeah, Britney Spears logged into Vine once.
She did.
And
Q&A.
Yeah, for some reason she thought that Vine was the place to do Q&As.
Yeah.
Humble
it's perfect
legend.
for her. She only has 6 seconds max.
Yeah, cool.
She loved that idea.
So she announces that she's going to do a Q&A, and she just says,
I'll see you then. I'll see you then. I'll see you then.
and it loops over and over and over and over.
I'll see you then.
It's...
Didn't we both have questions that we got answered?
We did.
Yeah. We'll insert them here.
Yeah.
This was my question answered.
From Santa, I would love a Maserati. Work, bitch. The favorite thing that my mom cooks is chicken and dumplings.
Right, because didn't we have to tweet the questions and then she answered them?
Yeah, and we
Vine?
Arranged with her team to be picked as lucky fans.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All I just hear is, I'll see you then. I'll see you then. I'll see you then. Like, it's literally just... It's what I hear when I go to bed at night.
It is the evolved Pokemon version of see you soon.
It is. Oh, yeah. Well, Vine, R.I.P. this year.
Yeah, she ended it with that Q&A series.
She has a couple mentions throughout this episode that I'll make sure to
Vine.
Call out.
Also this year, Stephanie Germanotta, an Italian girl from New York City, channeled her late aunt in an album and a song called Joanne, which her own grandmother didn't care for. Did you ever watch 5'2", her Netflix documentary?
I don't have Netflix.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
If someone would like to sponsor me, because I think I only
Netflix.
I logged on for like a month to watch Black Mirror, and then I was like, delete.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, if you watched it, you would know I watched it while I was getting infrared laser treatment at the Shape House because I was getting a free trial of that weird thing where they put you in a heat cocoon and they sweat you out for 20 minutes.
What?
Yeah, they like wrap you in a thing and then they shoot lasers into your body that encourage sweat. So it's supposed to like give you a workout without doing anything.
Couldn't you just take like a hot shower?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I liked it, but I was also weirded out by it. Anyway, when you do it, you're given a screen and a Netflix selection of things. And I chose 5'2" because I thought if I'm going to die in this cocoon, I might as well watch Gaga talking about her dead aunt.
Wow.
So I thought it was fitting.
Sounds like a simulation of hell for me.
It really was.
Heat, sweating, and watching a Gaga documentary.
Well, it's the best because she's playing Joanne for her grandmother, the one who actually had Joanne, and her grandmother's just like, sweetie, she died like 20 years ago. What are you doing? She's literally like, honey, get over it.
I made a Vine of AO.
Oh, High School Musical song? It sounds like one.
Oh, I don't know what the High School Musical is.
Oh,
the girl from Sneaker Night is in that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. Baby V.
Yeah, that's right. It's Sneaker Night.
Your frame of reference is so interesting and cool.
Like, I mean, it's accurate.
I've never seen it. I've just know
lie?
Sneaker Night and Black Mirror.
Well, I also know, speaking of references, this year we were introduced to Legend Dodd from The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Ooh.
Who, yeah.
Yeah. Good one. Yeah.
No wonder why her daughter doesn't talk to her. That's my contributions this year, Vine and Kelly Dodd.
That's really good.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. Okay. This was the best of times and the worst of times.
It was. And we were supposed to end the year on a high note because chanteuse legend Mariah Carey rang in the new year and they didn't turn her mic on.
You just don't get any better.
And that's really, there's nothing else with that from this year that I really want to talk about except for Britney. So
yeah, okay. Yep. Fast forward.
Hey, I'm T. Kyle.
Hey, I'm Bradley Stern.
This is our new
Britney.
Yeah,
no, that's not going to work.
Hey, I'm T. Kyle.
And I'm Bradley Stern.
And this is It's Britney, Bitch.
A podcast for stans.
By stans.
Dedicated to 20 years of the living legend, Britney Jean Spears. 2016, a rebirth, a new era, a new time.
Mm-hmm. It truly was the best of times and the worst of times. The best of times for Miss Britney Jean Spears.
I guess we can kind of kick off with, are we going to talk about the music first?
Yeah, I feel like we should start with the music from this year because there is a lot to cover in 2016.
There is.
This may be 2 parts. We don't know. We're going to see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because
I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, you'll have to wait. Well, I mean, you'll be able to tell because if it says part 1 in the title, then I guess you'll know. But there's a lot to cover this year.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should start with what we did in the beginning of 2016 and what she did in the beginning of 2016.
What we all did. We went back to the desert, as every single episode is going to start off. We're back in the desert.
Well, except for the 2019 episode. But
oh, right. We were going to be back in the desert.
It would have been the start of that one. We're just going to keep bringing that up every single year.
We might still go just to stand there.
Yeah, just stand in the empty Planet Hollywood. Hey, Britney Spears, she had a Vegas residency for 97 years, and she decides to reimagine it and make it still iconic. We get a reinvention.
The reinvention tour is shaking. Yes, we've all seen it. If you hadn't seen it, you'd gone to the YouTube and seen it.
Right.
We have all seen that version of the show. It needed a little tune-up. Needed something new. Mercifully, they delivered in the form of this new and improved show that launched in February on Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of us have a man. We went to spend Valentine's Day with Britney, which frankly is better.
So it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Which we'll be talking about later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did this get a kickoff event?
This didn't get a kickoff event, but if you recall, there was that big picture, the new picture of her looking pretty fierce with the hair kind of.
We got a new photo shoot.
I would say it was a better shoot.
I would have said that in 2016. Yep. However, now I feel like that one photo with the
grasping the hair. Yeah.
Grasping the hair is the new femme fatale bed photo.
Absolutely.
Because I see it, I went to Dwayne Reed the other day, not sponsored. And
yet.
Yeah. You can get $1 off.
$1 off of your toilet paper.
Honestly, that's a good promo.
I would do it.
Yeah. So it's on all of her perfumes now. They had a Britney box set and it was just this face on the bottle and on the box. And I'm like, no.
Nope.
It's the new femme fatale bed photo. But I will say it was good that we got a fierce photo shoot.
Yeah.
But I do prefer the original set better, I think, with the wings, whatever those are, those spikes.
The red spikes that seemed too big for her body.
Right. Well, when in Vegas.
Right.
I don't know what that meant.
I don't know either, but
we're going to go with it.
We're going to go with it.
Yeah.
And I think this was cool just because I remember that people were getting really excited on the forums and stuff that the picture was being unveiled on the side of the wall, the hotel. It didn't require a live streamed event where somebody tries to fill space for an hour. It just simply existed.
Yeah. Because we all know Britney does not like to do promo.
No.
Yeah. So we get this new photo and then we also got a rehearsal video on Instagram.
We sure did. We got Breathe on Me. Beyond this being arguably top 3 favorite Britney song for me, it was clear that this was a new routine for the show. There was like some added elements to the song. It was like,
I mean, if you don't know "Breathe on Me," you're
certainly a fake
fan. Like, this is one of the best Britney songs of all time.
Absolutely.
And the fact that she was pulling "Breathe on Me" out in 2016 to add to "Piece of Me" was huge for this day. Like, this is not "I Love Rock and Roll,"
although that did come too.
It's true, but like, "I Love Rock and Roll," Pretty Girls, whatever. Those girls, they're cute girls.
They're cute girls, but
"Breathe on Me" is gorgeous. And the fact that she pulled this one out was enough to get me to go. Because as a stan, didn't that get cut?
Yeah.
I think so.
Because they had to make room for "Breathe" and "Touch My Hand," which
like,
we'll get
I feel
into.
like we were like, oh, this is worth it alone.
Oh, yeah, we completely, when that rehearsal footage happened, we bought the tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going for that. If everything else is the same, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, we kick off the year with like reinvigorated interest in this show that has been running at that point for almost 3 years. Yeah, do we want to break down what happens during the show and also our experience? So I'm trying to I remember this one.
Yes. I do as well.
We did a fairly whirlwind tour of this moment. Like,
we did. It was pretty in and out.
Yeah, in and out, up and down.
Yep.
I reviewed it. That's right.
When we went to Piece of Me together the first time, it was like the second or whatever night. So we kind of got spoilers, and then you also got spoiled from the special.
Right.
But this one we went to opening night.
We had no idea
No.
what was happening. And we were all just like sitting there being like, I wonder what's going to happen tonight. What if she does nothing different? Like, what if we're hyping ourselves for nothing?
I honestly was expecting it to be exactly the same with just "Breathe on Me."
Yeah.
But I was fine with it.
Right. We were just like, if we only get it, we're fine.
Right.
Yeah.
So we get into the pit. Same story. We're like, we're going early.
Yep.
I'm not drinking.
Right.
Shut the hell up.
And this time I actually didn't.
Yeah, which I feel like everyone likes our idea of shut the hell up packages.
Yeah.
So Ticketmaster, if you would like to steal our idea and then sponsor us.
Yeah.
It's called the Shut the Hell Up package, where
basically the concept of the Shut the Hell Up package is shutting the hell up.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
So we're in the pit, and then it filled up with all the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear the chanting and the grunting.
French. It's like electronic dark sounds and the French whispering.
Right, which I'm not going to impersonate because I don't want someone to be like, wow, problematic. Oh, yeah. Honestly, it sounded like that.
Je suis désolé.
And we were like shaking. I'm like, oh my God, new song, new
single.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which it wasn't.
No, but it was a tease that she would dabble in French-ny very soon.
And then the centerpiece comes out.
Right.
And you realize there's no more ball.
Ball is gone.
She has a new entrance prop.
She's dropped the ball. She's brought us a sliding...
rotating door. Magician trick.
Don't go knocking on my door. Homage, clearly.
And then it's like a puff of smoke, and then it like flips, and then she just magically appears, even though like you kind of see the thing like...
You do.
Twist around. But it's fierce.
It's pretty... Yeah, the way they lay it out is pretty... It's really exciting. I would say this might be... it is more exciting than the ball.
It's more exciting than the ball.
Yeah.
It's better than Femme Fatale intro.
Oh, well, yeah.
Not better than Circus Tour intro. Sorry.
No, nothing is.
No, it's true.
But her best since Circus Tour, I would say.
Yes. This is an improvement.
Yeah.
It was exciting. And then she magically appears in a top hat and a cape.
We get the cape for maybe 7 seconds.
Right. Which was fine.
That's fine.
She loves a character.
She is a slight ringleader, slight magician.
Mm-hmm.
And then the top hat goes into the audience, and you are instructed to directly give it to the security guard. He gives you a very stern talking to.
Didn't he yell at everyone before?
Yeah.
He's like, there's going to be a hat, and she's going to throw it out here, and then I need it right back. And we're like, okay, great. Thanks for spoiling it.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was a big deal about the hat.
Why don't you just hand out the fucking set list on cards?
Yeah, they really made it feel magical at that moment.
Yeah.
Like,
but she couldn't afford to throw a fucking hat out every night and then get a new one.
No, it's absolutely the same hat, because knowing her, she's recycled it every single show. They won't spend budget on another hat.
Oh my God. Which honestly is probably for the better, because she probably would have started coming out in like...
That's true. It would have been panda hat. It would have been like
right.
Mustache and monocle.
So she comes down, and she was snatched as fuck.
Yes.
And she came down and she hit the opening routine hard.
I was once again grasping my chest to make sure I wasn't having a heart attack.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, we all agreed. We like looked at each other. We kept looking at each other throughout the night being like, is this for real?
Right.
She's fucking killing it. Like it was not even Stan talking. We were just like, oh, she's fucking bringing it tonight.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she came ready to slay.
She was really into it. And the crowd was giving her what she wanted because the crowd was crazy. They were in shock as well. Everyone was really, really like hype. I just remember that. That is absolutely, I think, my favorite Piece of Me experience. Like,
100%.
By far. Even more than like being in the show, literally. This was way more exciting to me. This was like, her energy was just so good.
Yeah, you could tell she was excited to be back.
Yeah.
Which was definitely very obvious to see.
Mm-hmm.
So Snatched Legend comes out and does Work Bitch. And then she goes into Womanizer. And this is where we first get the Womanizer dance break, which I remember literally my tits flew. It is so good.
It's
the mix
such
is so
a
good.
better break. The lights, the turning around and the butt move and all of that.
The growl when she does the hair flip.
Yeah, it's tight. It's really good. It really is.
Yeah, they keep the lights though. There's a lot that she keeps, so we're not even gonna like talk about that stuff. We're just gonna highlight like the new,
the
new
Womanizer,
the remixed, reimagined, and now iconic things that she did.
This also, when she turns on her mic for the first time,
we were expecting her to say, "Hello,
Isn't this
Vegas.
theater beautiful?
Isn't this theater beautiful? Can you help me count to 3?"
Or so we thought.
Right. That's what we were expecting. However,
what came out of her mouth, Kyle?
She said,
It's been a long time since I've been back, so it's time to break the fucking ice.
Cue everyone panic screaming. Just like, what?
I think I posted a video on my Instagram and you hear me embarrassingly screeching. Like the gay jumped out.
Yeah. Well, you know, the ice jumped out. And
we talk about subduing that inner screaming stan. And
suppression.
That girl inside.
The girl in the mirror.
I was going to make, what song was I even fucking thinking of when I said that?
Mi Reflejo?
No. That little girl inside. What
song is that? Scared. That little girl inside. Is that? I still think it's Christina.
Oh, it is. Lotus Intro.
Lotus Intro.
Yeah.
So you finally set your Lotus free when
she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. She came out screeching.
She did.
Say goodbye to that scared child inside. That's where I was going.
Yes.
Sorry, it's been a long week.
So she breaks the ice, and it's a sleigh, and also just her saying that was kind of like her energy is so into this. Then she says it for the next year and a half, but you know, at that time it was very exciting and new.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mike goes off again.
Mike goes off, and then we get a little blast from the past.
We certainly do. The guitar that made an appearance during the Femme Fatale tour for... Did it make it through the whole?
I think it was like the first half.
I think the first half. It was a giant guitar. Larry wasn't going to ship it around the world. And she performed her cover of Madonna's Burning Up on it.
Yeah.
In Femme Fatale tour for about 3 seconds. Here, she does I Love Rock and Roll.
Because it's like a guitar. So you know
it's
the
like
concept
a guitar.
for it is rock.
Yeah, and the dancers are all like strumming guitars.
Yeah. Very literal choreo.
She choreographed this for sure. And also, if you were part of like Stan culture at that time, you saw that there were videos of her comparing her on that guitar from 2011 to now.
Yeah.
And the way that she whips it is just so dramatically different.
It's very different.
We're grateful for the then and now 10-year challenge that guitar provided.
That is a good 10-year challenge.
Yeah.
Even though it was only like 6, but...
You know, but she doesn't know how to tell time. Every interview, she thinks she did something a year ago, so...
Yeah, no, this was good. I would love to know the story about why she still had that prop.
Yeah.
And also where they kept it.
Yes, because if you recall from a previous episode, Jamie Spears has the boat from Gimme More on his front lawn.
Right. But like, I just want to know who thought, oh, can we keep that?
I can't even actually think of another pop star of that caliber that recycles props.
I don't pay attention to anyone else.
That's true.
To know.
But
I'm sure if they did.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it'll never be explained.
No. But actually, I think it was a correct choice for Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's a good drunk sing-along for the bachelorettes that were in the crowd, for sure. Moving further into the show, we get the God sequence, which is Breathe on Me into Touch of My Hand, which honestly, I mean, so In the Zone's my favorite forever, and those are obviously highlights from the album. And the fact that she recognizes that we love them and she clearly loves them, it's so affirming.
Mm-hmm.
And she does them both justice, I think.
Oh, yeah.
We got really cool sex scene with the girls, yes, doing some sort of like line dancing moments where we, not like a country, but like in line, where they really cleverly kind of like all fall down together in unison.
The Rockettes are shaking.
The Rockettes are shaking. The synchronized swimmers are canceled and out of the water.
Yeah. Drowning.
Yeah.
We also get the moment where she's like, and put your lips together and blow. And she creates the universe.
She creates the universe. If you've seen the meme, there are some perfect shots of her blowing the glitter. It's glitter, right?
Yeah.
Into the crowd when she says, and blow. I don't actually know where she keeps the glitter.
The dancer, like,
oh,
off to
right,
the side,
that's
like,
right.
puts it in her
Runs
hand,
up to
and
her
then puts
hand.
it,
Yeah.
And then she's like,
I love that was thought of as a detail. Somebody being like, we really need to like illustrate the blow.
Right. Right. Jaden, get over here. Mommy needs glitter.
Absolutely
yes,
her idea there. Yeah.
And then she does Touch My Hand.
Yes.
And does the back bend.
Yes. I believe the correct term is assisted back handspring.
Yes.
A gymnast corrected me very early on. We were saying it was just like a back spring or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like, oh no, it's an assisted walkover maybe. No, I don't know. Not a walkover.
Who cares? Your fave can't do it, so.
Well, we're going to get some angry ats in a moment.
Yeah. That's what it's called, an assisted, your fave can't do it.
And actually, this routine is fairly crazy. At the time, we were really dying because she does the back handspring, but she also does she gets lifted up by the guys. Mm-hmm. It's like a full-on threesome experience, basically. She's like twirling. We get that moment for a good long time until, unfortunately, later on. But whatever. She did it a lot of times.
She did. Okay, so we were in the pit, so you're able to see the people in the front. It's where the people at the tables were at.
The VIP section.
So it's usually like all these like bougie...
high rollers.
Yeah. They didn't look like Britney stans.
No.
Like they were just there to have the rich experience.
Right.
And
we don't know anything about it.
No. In the middle of the stage, there was a group of old ass white dudes that were in the front booth, like literally right in the front. And she goes to the front to do that thing like on the floor, and she's like grinding and like whipping. And I remember because the lights are down on her, so everyone's lit up, and it was all those old. You remember that?
Yeah,
like all
I
those
do remember
old white
this now.
dudes, and they're all standing there like pigs with their that's. I'm like, they were standing with their phones out, but like,
as I didn't put my phone down for 2 hours,
right? But like they were all just like not
giving her what
you
she
could tell
needs.
they weren't stands.
Yeah,
like, they were
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, oh yeah, look at those Britney Spears.
Oh, wow, the straight really jumped out there.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
my impression of a straight dude.
Whatever. So she's like grinding and flipping or whatever.
Yeah.
And she turns around and faces the back, but we can see her face at this point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she just rolls her eyes and was like you could tell she was like over them.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh.
And she often is. She often does not want to deal with whoever's in the VIP because a lot of the times it is like high rollers or just like flops who just wandered in and have a shit ton of money in Vegas.
Right. They're just there to drink.
Yeah, it's different energy and different nights for sure. Because sometimes you will have Miley like wildly thrashing and screaming. But yeah, she definitely responds differently. But
she sure rolled her eyes.
She sure had an opinion.
Mm-hmm. which I loved. I just thought it was
Same.
funny.
I mean, she's the worst at keeping
fucking assholes.
Exactly.
Basically. So that was fierce. But then there was also, they just like wheeled out this sheet on a pole. And it was like where she quote unquote changed.
Yeah.
But didn't she just put on a hat or something? Like it wasn't a quick.
Was it a robe or was it a hat?
Oh, it was a robe.
It was a
robe. Something that didn't really require there needing to be a sheet on a.
Right.
It was very drag queen.
It was.
Quick change.
It prophesied the Piece of Me world tour and how low budget that became.
It was literally that one that they had there.
Yeah. They wouldn't even keep it off stage. It's like, no, just do it here.
Yeah.
Just put up a sheet.
Just put
Who's
on
going
a
to
belt.
look? Who's going to know?
Right. I was like, why did you?
They're drunk. They're not looking.
Like, you just put on a belt.
Yeah. She adds like one more fake nail.
Yeah. It was an interesting choice, but
very
whatever.
Interesting artistic choice.
Well, speaking of interesting artistic choices.
Right.
And I say that sarcastically, and I also say that quite literally in like a good way. Because we get a...
For once.
Yeah.
Promo.
Yeah. We get a moment with Pretty Girls.
Yeah.
I like literally was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to
you
shake
lived
my
your
tits.
Pretty girl life.
I really did. I was like, let me just enjoy this moment.
Yeah. It was short-lived.
It was.
It's fun. And I still
like... It was
like,
fun.
You know.
I'm glad that we weren't there when she did the dress that she wore. Remember when she did Pretty Girls in like that t-shirt dress? The gradient.
Yes.
Yeah. We got like the new costumes this whole show, which was good.
Yeah.
Before she started like cutting them up and like
they became all bikinis, just purely all bikinis. But for the time we did get a costume that required some sort of effort.
Right.
So we're grateful. And then we get to what she decides is now her favorite part of the show, the Missy Elliott dance break, which is not her music. And that's what she loves about it.
I like this mix a lot.
It's a great mix. It's really fun. It could have just been the dancers while she's doing a quick change.
True.
It's, because she had that one part in the circus tour where she did that, where the dancers were like, it was like MIA and like other fun songs.
Mm-hmm.
This was a choice.
Well, the taste jumped out because
certainly did.
They're good songs.
Yeah.
Letting the children know.
Yes, that's true. And then we get to Slave for You, going from the vagina clam to stripper Zumba.
Vagina clam with a pole in it.
With a pole in it. And then the routine changes slightly.
Yeah. It's better.
It's better. It's so much better. She seems to be feeling herself here.
Yes. Compared to the first time we saw it.
Right.
I actually was like, oh, she now likes this song.
She does. I think she definitely likes the pole moment.
Right.
She likes doing that back over the knee bend thing that she does. And
oh, yeah.
It's basically gym. It's the beginning of like home fitness gymney is coming, where she's like, I've done pole classes. Yeah. As we transition away from like Janet style choreo to Zumba class, we're getting into that mode now. And then, of course, we get her doing the signature choreo, and she's delivering the energy that we need.
I was really into it. And then, speaking of adding and swapping out props, she swaps the lucky seat that she had before.
Yeah, that was like
swing.
It's like that circus.
I wonder if those were reused from Circus Tour.
Oh, probably. And now that I think they were.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
If she kept that fucking guitar, there's no way she didn't not keep.
She's got the whole Circus Tour in her house. She's got the cage.
I'm jealous.
She keeps Jaden and Sean in the cage.
God. I would love that.
Yeah, for sure.
I would literally be like swinging on the open door and then like trying to stick my leg up.
Kyle got his leg caught at the door again.
Jaden, get over here. Oh my God.
So yeah, we swap out that sort of like basic circus stand for the lucky swing.
Yeah, we swap a one basic prop with an even worse one.
You know what? It gives her something to do. She swings.
And you know what? I'm actually going to compliment Femme Fatale Tour here for a second.
Yeah, because that swing was better.
It was kind of fierce.
It was.
And also the one on Onyx Hotel, which wasn't really
definitely
a swing, but it was like, it kind of was.
Yeah, sitting in the air in some way.
Make it a little bit more grander.
Yeah. It was literally like a preschooler's swing.
Right. Like they could have put her on a tightrope, made it look like she was on a tightrope.
Something.
You know, like the concept for the circus is like there's a tightrope.
Something like that.
Peanuts.
Sure. Why they even put it in circus
is... A fake elephant. They could have had a tiger.
Oh, they could have had a tiger.
A robot tiger would have been... Do tigers go to the circus? Are they like in there?
I think
no, that's a lion.
Aren't circuses like done because of animal cruelty?
Yeah. But like I'm not saying like bring real animal. I'm saying like make a robot one.
Well, okay. Like Katie's.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get that note into Larry.
Right. In Domination, I would like a full robotic army of tigers and snakes.
Yeah.
That would actually be cool if she had like a robot snake.
It would be.
That was like...
That she could actually be comfortable with.
Right.
Yeah. But we have to stop recreating the past, though.
But
that would be nice to do. If we're going to do like a few select homages, it would be nice to like...
We need to stop recreating the past. Meanwhile, like you're just like, yeah, she did the choreo from like 14,000 years ago and she killed it. But we need to stop recreating the past.
We do, but she hates change.
Yeah. Sing Baby one more time again.
What you should do here is sing Oops. But we do get change. We get a new song added later on.
Oh, a new song? Was there a new album this year?
Yeah. But this doesn't come until obviously the album.
Yeah, she
drops.
So she does Do You Want to Come Over, but literally does like 3 choreo with the pole.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
It's literally like that vocal in the beginning of yeah.
I have gone through puberty through all 20 years. Is very accurate.
Stop bringing up the past. We didn't see it when, obviously, because Gloria wasn't out yet when we first saw. So we didn't get to see Make Me, and we didn't get to see Do You Want to Come Over?
Yeah, and Slumber.
Right. But she adds those later as the show continues to get remixed and reimagined throughout the year.
More and more iconic. Yep.
Well. So we didn't get to see it, but she does add it in later. It's literally the 3 music video with the pole, which is like me on the subway.
Quick note about the pole. They only keep it in Vegas because they're too lazy to bring it around the world, I guess.
I know.
It's like it's too expensive to bring a pole. Because as I highlighted in my Instagram stories, she just grabs thin air. So I would start drawing lines to give her a fucking pole.
Yeah.
Try to start a fan initiative. Give Britney her pole.
Right. And it's also like you could fit the Me Against the Music wood crates.
That's what I'm saying. Like but
you couldn't bring a
committed
pole.
to the walls of Me Against the Music forever.
Yeah.
But the pole was too much to ask for.
Yeah. Speaking of Do You Want to Come Over, we will be getting into Glory shortly.
Oh.
But that pretty much sums up the Remixed, Reimagined, still iconic moment. At least our experience from the beginning of the year.
Right.
We go again in 18.
Yes.
Right? Did we not go at all in 17?
We did not.
No, that's right.
Fake fans, yeah.
I mean...
We had seen it 500 times. We needed a break.
Yeah. So we'll discuss that in the episodes about 2017 and 2018.
Mm-hmm.
But back to 2016. So she's in Vegas, and while she's in Vegas this year, she gets a visit from should-be president Hillary Clinton.
Oh, right.
They have a quick chat in Vegas this year.
Yeah, there was a post interview where they discussed what they were discussing. It was like food, right?
Yeah, she said she was a really great lady and that they talked about jambalaya.
I saw a pic you posted a while back with Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
What'd you guys talk about?
Actually, we talked about food a lot. Yeah, we talked about jambalaya. We talked about our favorite restaurants here in Las Vegas. She's a great lady, though. I love her, just the fact that she's a great communicator with people, and she's very present and very aware. So her husband was actually there. Bill was there as well. So, yeah, it was a great conversation.
Did you get to meet him?
Yes, I did.
Oh, cool. Did they check out the show?
I'm not sure. I think they might have been in and out. So
Just they wanted to pay the respects.
Yes.
To the queen here.
Oh,
that's fun.
Thank you.
I'm fairly sure she was trying to get her on board as VP, but was unsuccessful in that.
I mean, honestly, Britney has done more for humanity than anyone in the current administration. Because this year, she was doing all of the stuff for those cancer foundations.
She was. Yeah.
Like
she was doing
literally
a ton.
has done more for humanity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to be a fly on the wall for that.
Yeah, that was a great picture set of her with Hillary, and then her and Bill and Hillary.
Do you remember when she posted it first and then deleted it?
Yeah,
and then posted it again.
She posted it with hashtag I'm with her deleted and then without.
Interesting.
Yeah, not that they didn't want to alienate people, but pop stars were being dragged left and right. I wonder if Larry was like, I don't want her involved in that.
Probably. It was a choice.
It was a choice,
and it's a choice that I support. So that was great. So, Stronger Together. We're going to move forward.
Right. I see what you did here.
We start to get promo from her because she's gearing up for an album known as Glory. And one of the first things that she does outside of Vegas this year is a video game. Now, I feel like this came out of nowhere.
I think it actually did come out of somewhere.
Well, yeah, it came out of Glue headquarters.
But specifically, if you recall, the madness around Kim Kardashian Hollywood.
Yes.
I think she was just, as she was late to the party with Pretty Girls being a ripoff of Fancy, I think Britney American Dream was a very late attempt to do that.
Yeah, well, so was the Nicki one.
Oh, and the Demi.
Yes.
Demi kind of came in early, I feel like.
Well, the Demi one was a different format.
Okay. You know, everyone was doing the games.
They were.
Because,
you know, whatever you think about the Kardashians is whatever you want to think about them.
I don't think of them.
Oh, I stand.
I do not.
From this game alone, rich.
Rich as fuck. I will say that objectively.
I, as a gamer, may or may not have spent, you know, sometimes $20 or $30 to make my character look like a queen of pop.
In Britney?
No, like just in any microtransactions.
Any game, you mean? Yeah.
Right, like in League of Legends.
Right.
Does anyone play League of Legends?
We do.
So I'm a Misfortune main. I've probably spent like at least $75 on her skins alone.
Skins, right.
So like to have these games is also a money-making opportunity. So she jumped in to...
She came in. She needed to fund Jaden and Sean's college fund.
Literally. And she launches this game. Now, the character is so cute.
It looks like Britney.
Well, yeah, it does. And I actually did a gameplay series on my YouTube channel.
You sure did.
Where I played this one. If you don't want to watch that, you don't have to. If you do, there's like 20-something episodes where I literally start from the beginning. One of the cashier that they have at the fake Starbucks literally is like the Kylie Jenner model from the Kardashian game with like a different wig. I'm like, oh, you just... Like, I literally is like Kylie Jenner is behind the Starbucks counter. They couldn't even make a new character.
This Carla Jenner lip kit.
Yeah. Good old Carly Jenner. But if you don't want to watch that series, which you should, youtube.com/TKLM.
I highly recommend it. Is very entertaining, especially when we get into the recording studio.
Okay. I just want to say that, like, I watched it back because I was really embarrassed at the time when I did it. It's kind of funny.
It is.
Because it's like all instant reactions of all the shit that's going on.
Yeah.
Essentially, the game is just her with a couple of VO lines where she's like, great, that's really cool. Amazing.
Were we fairly confident that was her? Or just...
Yeah. No, it like actually was Britney. VO.
Okay. Good.
Which, unlike Dance Beat, they had the fake Britney.
Fully just, yeah.
Yeah. Pre-Maya Britney.
Unlike Britney Jean. Yeah. This was live vocals.
It was.
For a video game.
It had actually kind of cute remixes of the songs and stuff.
It did. It's all coming back. Mm-hmm. I played it for a hot minute. It was a good, fun game. Time waster.
Can you still play it? She is in the fierce Pretty Girls Billboard Music Awards geometric black outfit in the promo photo.
Yep.
Oh, it was last updated 2 years ago. Great. Anyway, so that is that. And also to the point about the Demi game too.
Yeah.
I do have a series of the Demi game too.
You do.
And I will say, like, that was fun.
Really?
Yeah. The Demi one is all episodes. So it's a story and then you pick the whatever. So I have like, there's me and then there's my friend who I named Denise. And we sneak into the Demi concert and then Demi's there and it's really dramatic. And then I sing with her. Just go to my YouTube channel. I have fun with it.
You do.
If you think I'm funny.
Anyone?
Anyone? Hello?
Hello? Is this thing on?
Whatever. So
this like coincides with Glory because we also get eventually a Make Me video edit in the game.
They're like, oh my God, log into Britney Spears' American Dream to see an exclusive mix of Make Me.
And it has like a gradient hue over the video.
They literally just put a pink hue over certain parts of the video.
This is the true Britney fan experience, is logging into a game to watch the same second version of a music video that you've already seen.
Yeah, I'm like, Britney's dance beat had 360 cameras from Dream Within a Dream tour. Like, step your puss up.
Pretty fucking cool, actually.
So this is the first promo that we kind of get before the release and certain fiascos of Glory, which we will get into.
We will get into the triumph and trauma of Glory. Let's address this year's elephant in the room.
There was some speed bumps before the Glory.
Before the I don't know where I'm going with that.
Before the goodbye.
Before the goodbye. I'm always missing you and the first cut of the video. So, leading up to this, we're getting a lot of transmissions from Robin Leach from the Las Vegas Journal.
Yeah.
Who passed recently. He was giving us Britney tea.
Which usually was correct.
Yes.
I feel like he was accurate.
It's from Larry. Like, Larry was telling him stuff. It just wasn't very exciting. The way that it was just kind of like flopping out. It was just like the name of the song is Make Me Ooh. That was at first what it was. Then it became Make Me. And so we were all like getting excited. Like they're doing the thing where they should have just dropped the video without any warning. But fine. We're getting the song title first. That's fine. We're getting pictures from her.
Well, she broke our cardinal rule
of talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about this. Like, can you imagine if Beyonce was tweeting twit pics from the sets of like Haunted and Blow? And that would have make
destroyed
Beyonce
the
so
entire
unexciting.
experience.
The whole 2013. Like, that's the thing that I'm just like, I know not every artist can just Beyonce an album or a video, but it's like, why? It just doesn't do it justice.
No, and I also think too that sets a bar.
It does.
If you think, oh, in this digital world, I can't get away with filming a music video now because everyone has a cell phone, or like everyone has this and everyone's gonna leak it and blah 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 blah, and it's like, no.
Yeah, the most visible pop icon like of this generation like did that a whole thing.
Yeah,
and the NDAs were probably crazy, but yeah.
Well, no, the way that she did it though. How when she filmed when they turn the lights down, what's that one called?
EXO?
Yes, there we go. She's a singer.
She's a singer.
EXO. They filmed that out in public.
Right, in Coney Island.
And no one heard the song.
Right, they were not playing the song.
But Beyonce had an earpiece in, so she knew what was happening.
Right.
But no one knew that she was filming a music video.
Right.
And remember the photos of that poor woman that got stuck in the Ferris wheel?
You know what? Sometimes people need to sacrifice themselves for others' art.
Yeah. But like Beyonce was able to film music videos in public around regular people, and nothing came out. So it can be done.
There's care in the artistry there, which is, I think, the main difference.
But and I think adds to the product and the excitement of the product. Definitely.
Instead, we have, no disrespect, but we have Robin Leach flopping out a title and a print article.
Yeah.
And that's just like, okay. And then she is dooming this video by teasing us with a very exciting picture of her and all of our favorite dancers.
Right.
In a sort of dominatrix-y dungeon music video set.
I don't mind necessarily if someone says a song title.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, if you're teasing a video and the video's not done yet, that's where... Like, I even said that about Ariana. I was getting nervous because I'm like, she was hyping it, and I mean, it delivered.
It did what it did.
But I was nervous for her for a hot second because I was like, you're playing with such an iconic movie.
Yeah.
And you're teasing these things, and you're only hyping up something that could, whatever.
The only time it actually lived up to it for Britney, I think, is the Hold It Against Me teasers.
Yes.
I thought those were really well done.
Yeah. Like, that was all done.
It was done.
And the video was done.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's not my mic.
You just toss your microphone.
Throws
It's done.
my mic. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we get her doing a very foggy selfie with the dancer that she is canoodling with for that moment. And we get the picture of all the boys that is now sort of like iconic as far as scrapped imagery.
There's also the photos with the construction bulldozer. With the house.
We're getting paparazzi footage of her in a bulldozer, bulldozing a house, and seemingly screaming, "Stop, I don't like this."
Yeah.
That is part of the mythology around this video is so high level for people who are less aware, because this is also getting into the territory of stans only. Not a lot of people know about this.
It's true.
The people trolling the forums obviously do, but this is Britney's lead single from Glory is Make Me, directed at the time by David LaChapelle, the iconic photographer behind Britney's Teletubby picture from '99 Rolling Stone, behind Every Time video. This is a long-lasting relationship that, for all intents and purposes, should have continued to be iconic.
Right.
Like, there was no indication that there was any sort of creative dispute at the time.
No. That was also, wasn't that one of the other things they hyped too before? They said LaChapelle is going to be directing and shooting the video, and he's doing the cover of the album.
And he was, because we do get the Make Me single art is like an indication of what was going to come. But when the video gets scrapped, he is axed from the project.
Right.
Which came from Team Britney. Like, that's
goes to show what we've said time and time again. Just don't hype something if it's not done yet.
No. Super messy kickoff, and I am bitter about all of it because I wanted it to be a surprise drop for the most part. I didn't want expectations of this hot banger to be dropping, because I feel like people started getting hyped about whatever it could be. It's a Britney lead single. They've never not been fast energy bops. You know, I knew that she was going to like actually swerve left with a mid-tempo. I mean, I love the song. We'll get into it. I love it, but people were expecting one thing probably, and that picture definitely implied that this was going to be like a work bitch moment. And then, so we're getting rumblings that there's something off about the shoot.
I guess for more of the casual fan who maybe doesn't know all these whole things.
Yeah, not a fake fan, not yet a stan.
I like that.
Yeah.
These images of her filming this video come out before the song. So we're, as stans, we're analyzing all the, you know, like, what do the outfits look like? We're catching glimpses of like a gold bikini, a bun, like a hair pulled back. We're getting glimpses of like things, and then the photo with the dancer is obviously high quality.
And G-Eazy. There's a picture with her in that really nice silver bikini.
Yeah. So we're getting all these looks, and you can kind of hear like what the song might be and like the background of it, but no one really knows. And then the song does come out. The single cover is great.
Stunning. And as it turns out, she looked like that in real life. Somebody leaked, actually it was somebody from Britney's team, posted a behind the scenes picture. Her abs just looked like that in real life. Like, that was not a Facetune shenanigan.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Yeah, she looks stunning. That is also like a very great LaChapelle image. It's also tragic because like LaChapelle's like one of my favorites for real, and he's done so many iconic images with her that it's so disappointing that partnership fizzled. But as you were pointing out, yeah, we started to get videos and stuff, and then we started to hear that the video was being stalled.
There's usually not a lot of time in between a song dropping and the video dropping.
No.
And then it's like not happening.
Then it's not happening.
Wasn't it Larry who did an interview who basically said like they're doing a new one?
I remember her doing an interview where she's talking about the concept of the new video.
Yeah. So she winds up filming a second video, an entirely new video.
Yes.
But then the original one that got canceled leaked, I think, on Twitter.
Yeah.
It started to leak in really low quality.
Quality.
Someone recorded it on a phone and tweeted it or whatever.
It wasn't me.
No, right.
But it does make its way. I would say that's
then it made its way to
2/3 of the video.
Was it like Dailymotion or Vimeo or something? Yeah. Then it like a mildly higher res version of it made it to Vimeo. Yeah, I think. In my opinion, it was messy.
Oh, it totally ruined the momentum of the song. I tried to do damage control at the time because I was upset that the momentum of the song was being ruined.
Tarnished by this.
When the awful second video came out, I remember posting like, this is what Britney wants. This is her vision. The first video didn't even make complete sense. Like, let's just go with this. And looking back, and I got a lot of backlash for that because everyone's like, fuck you, leak the original version. It was a damage control video. They slapped together at the last second to like make up for the fact that they blew the budget on this really elaborate LaChapelle video. I mean, all of us, the hardcore stans, have seen the majority of the leaked footage.
Yeah.
And
it's not really,
it's
I
disjointed.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't, I'm sure if you look online, you can probably find this leaked version now somewhere.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be.
It's all over Twitter all the time.
But there's like a TV that's in this house and she throws a TV, but
throws it out.
An Orange Theory SpawnCon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like the
tacky.
looks are weird and there's not really a story. And so watching the leaked video, I'm kind of like, okay, I get why you scrapped this because it doesn't really make sense. Does it? However, you know, I personally wish in retrospect that she went out with controversial for not necessarily great reasons, just kind of like shocking video versus I don't even know what to call the second version. The second version I think is fine. I think it's safe.
A safe version.
I think it's boring.
A safe and boring.
But I do think that she looks great in a lot of the shots.
She does.
Just is, to me, the concept is like silly.
It is. I'm fairly sure she came up with that concept.
Yeah. I also felt like they literally had to whip it together in like 2 weeks.
They definitely did.
Like it felt like they were like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This thing leaked. People know that there was a video and now it's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get something out like next week.
Yeah. And, you know, that's fine for what it was. To me, the song is so like smooth and sexy and adult-y that this was like such a step backward to have audio of the girls laughing and cheering.
It was very Sparks Tinder version.
Very.
It was like,
where was the fan demanded make me version?
There literally should be a fan demanded make me version. Oh.
If you just commented, then this could all be fixed.
Wasn't it the fan demanded one? Wasn't the one in the video game, even though it had the purple shit and like the pink overlays?
Yeah.
Wasn't it without the auditions?
It was. Like, I think
that might be like the fan demanded.
It basically was. It was more of her in the hallway.
Yeah.
Giving looks there.
Just like glam shots.
Some alternate shots, which is fine. Thank you for those. But in comparison to what Make Me promised the original video, they've made it secretive and they've made it mysterious. And it's more, I think, the product of creative butting heads. We're kind of getting to a point where everything since Work Bitch has, minus Slumber Party, has had major creative differences or editing to the point where she has severed ties with now 2 of her longtime collaborators, she and Joseph Kahn, and then with David LaChapelle. And it's like these are tried and true collaborators, and both of them now had a serious issue with her, which is just unfortunate. You know, I think either she's second guessing herself or she's just not really feeling their visions this time around. But in either case, we are seeing that ever since Work Bitch, there were creative differences, clearly. So it's really interesting. I feel like I just don't know if the end product is because like they were fighting the whole time on set about what they wanted, so like neither of them really got their way. In any case, I think what's more indicative of a problem is that his imagery stops being used immediately and she just uses a fucking screen grab from the Make Me 2.0 version as her album cover.
Right.
I think it was a sign that something went seriously south with their collaboration, that she didn't use his imagery anymore moving forward.
Right.
It's nowhere in the booklet. It's nowhere in the cover.
No.
And you know he took more than one photo of her.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, yeah, and they teased that he was going to be doing the album cover.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the album cover is stills from that second video.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, the products as they are now, I'm fine with all of it. But I felt like what was made public at the time was a huge, messy start for this album.
It was. I think the general
fans
public
didn't let it die.
No, the fans to this day
Still.
do not let this die. They want Make Me original. They want Perfume original. And I get it. They want there to be something so amazing that they're hiding from them. Surely there must be some like really a provocative or extreme thing. It's like it just kind of flopped. Like this video is just like not that great.
And none of this would have been an issue had they never hyped anything.
They could have disliked the product and made the second video, and we would have
no
thought
one
it's the
would have
first.
known ever. Like if those videos had come out of her and the bulldozer, we would have been like, "Oh, what perfume is she filming a commercial
this
for?"
bulldozer
like,
fantasy?
Because there's been shots of her filming stuff or like leaving studios with good hair, and people are like, "Oh, what's she doing?"
Everyone telling me that she's shooting the video for Apple Pie when it was a fucking prerogative snippet.
That's right.
Yeah.
I really would have been swept under the rug and no one would have known about it.
Right.
If they just didn't tweet that one photo from her account. Like, honestly, it literally would have saved the whole mess of the Make Me
it would have.
drama.
Stop teasing.
Yeah.
That's the
or
moral.
wait till the product's done.
And
wait
that you
till
like
everyone's
it.
happy with it.
Yeah.
And then start teasing it.
It's honestly shocking that they
have never learned.
That they've never learned.
They still have never learned.
It's true.
I have an idea for her, which I will save for another moment. But yes.
I don't think the public even saw this happen, just the fans.
No, not at all. Because, I mean, Glory wasn't as big of a... I feel like a lot of people didn't really know about Glory.
No. I had a Britney party the other month, and a girl came up and complained. I was playing Do You Want to Come Over? And she's like, what is this? And I'm like, it's from Glory. And she's like, no, I don't even know. That's an album? Like,
oh my God.
We underestimate. There are a lot of casual fans. They don't know. Had the video and the song dropped at the same time and it was just one video and there was no issue, I think the narrative of this album would be very different. I think the fans had a great experience after.
Oh, totally.
But I think momentum was instantly killed the second they killed the lights on version 1. And that's their fault.
Luckily, she made it through like unscathed in terms of like, it wasn't, I don't feel like there weren't headlines about it and like all this stuff. Like it wasn't embarrassing for her, for the general public, but it was embarrassing for the fandom. It was like a mess for us.
It was. And I mean, people are still like irate and they want it.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, we're still talking about it. Clearly, it's
it's a hot button
87
issue.
minutes of discussing the fiasco known as Make Me. But I like the song.
So I love Make Me. I thought it was a really good first move for her because I feel like this is the first time I always say advance her narrative, advance her artistry. This is the first time she did something that was a little unexpected.
Oh, yeah.
To lead with a mid-tempo / chill song is unheard of for her. But I thought this was such a cool move for her. And obviously I'm biased. I always love when she like slows it down a little bit. But I think it's a beautiful song. I think she sounds lovely on it. It reminds me of Janet Jackson's When We Ooh. I think it's just very nice for her and pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it kind of segued her into this era of mid-tempo, down-tempo, sad sort of pop in a nice way that works for Britney.
Yeah. And I also feel like people who aren't necessarily big Britney fans like it.
Yeah.
With friends and stuff.
Yeah.
People who aren't stans, which why do I have friends at this point in my life who aren't stans?
You need to Marie Kondo those.
Yeah. People like know it. Like I've heard people who aren't fans like they're like, ooh, like it's catchy and people like it. Also, it was fun for the summer, I thought too. Like it was fitting.
It was cool for the summer, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't tell your mother.
Please tell your mother. Get it on the charts.
Jaden.
Jaden, stream it.
Yeah.
We just have no way of knowing, but in some parallel universe, the first version of the video was completed to her satisfaction and it dropped without any promo. And people were shaken by the imagery of the video plus her slowing things down.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, it could have been such a different story.
But before we dive into one of her greatest albums of all time, in my opinion, we're going to take a little break.
Yeah, we'll see you after the break soon.
Well, yeah, that's the point of taking a break.
Oh, right. See you soon. Did I wake you? Were you sleeping? Were you still in my bed?
Oh, were you sleeping? Oh, well, you probably were sleeping thanks to the soothing sense of security from your gravity blanket.
Oh, gravity blanket?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, we would like to thank today's sponsor, Gravity blanket.
The blanket comes in some really cool vintage faded styles. Love that blanket. With gridded stitching to ensure the blanket's internal microbeads remain uniformly...
Wow, she's a saleswoman.
With gridded stitching to ensure the blanket's internal microbeads remain uniformly distributed, because the only thing worse than finding out your mic's been live the whole time while you're backstage is uneven microbead distribution.
Oh my gosh. No, but seriously, we need to thank Gravity Blanket.
We stand behind this product. We both use the product. Basically, if you're gay and anxious, or maybe if you're not even
Well, you don't have to be gay.
But you still probably are anxious because we live in the year 2019. So for those of you who are not on the weighted blanket journey, it's just a heavier blanket, essentially.
Weighted,
weight and sleep.
In 15, 20, or 25 pounds.
Depending on how much pressure you want to put on yourself.
Some pressure, I'm in deep. Feels like a weighted blanket's laying on me.
Oh, wow.
Lover. The jersey just...
that is the official jingle.
Yeah.
We're going to send that
I
in.
just improv that, by the way. She's a
singer.
singer.
You're going to get a lawsuit now.
Oh, great.
But no, what it does is it provides that sense of security by, there's a science to it, that deep touch stimulation increases serotonin in your body.
Yeah, it helps you relax.
And if you hold it against you.
I just love laying under my blanket and reading. Like, it's a very calming, relaxing. Like, do you ever feel like sometimes you can't focus on things?
What were you saying?
Oh, that was good.
Sorry, I might have been able to had I been wearing a gravity blanket around me.
No, but like it's good for sleeping, but it is also good for just sitting, relaxing,
laying,
reading, scrolling Reddit. I know it's totally random, but like that's, I don't read books. I just read Reddit.
Yeah.
Which I probably shouldn't be reading ghost stories on Reddit. It's probably causing my anxiety. But
it's probably increasing your need for the blanket.
Yeah, no, but we love them and we support them. And if you use code Britney, BRITNEY, you will get 15% off your order. They have a couple different products, and yeah, gravityblankets.com. Well, for all the fans who don't know about Glory and are jumping into it for the first time.
Yeah, welcome to B9.
They're going to love it.
Yeah. It's an album I think that we've agreed is her, no pun intended, her revival as far as who she is, as far as her being involved in it.
Yeah. I consider this album to be in my trifecta.
It's in your holy trinity.
Yes, my holy Brinity. That didn't make any sense.
Trinity.
Trinity with In the Zone and Blackout. Mm-hmm. This is there.
Yeah, I think so. Why don't we just dive in? Here's our invitation. Why don't we RSVP?
Won't you set me free?
Also, I'm really mad that there's a song. This is a marketing side note. I'm just mad that there's a song called Invitation and they did nothing with it. Like, they could have sent fans RSVPs to some sort of listening party or like a whole like invitation moment. My mind goes when I see these things. I'm just like, there could have been.
There was a better concept.
There was a concept that could have happened.
Yeah.
Because as we found out through interviews, Glory was something that Sean or Jaden was just like, call it Glory.
Oh, that's right.
They were like, I had a glorious day, I believe is what it
right
specifically was. And she's like, oh, we'll call it that.
The kids get involved later on in this year a lot, but I love the title of it.
Me too.
I think it's fitting for the year.
It is.
Because to me, this is one of her most glorious years ever.
I'm shocked there weren't more glory hole jokes, frankly, on the internet.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like easy.
It should be.
Oh, my God. Do we really have to bring that up while we're discussing Glory?
A little bit of trauma.
Unlike that album, she actually sings this entire album, which we also need to shout that out.
We do need to shout that out. Britney sings on this album,
she sings the entire thing.
Not every album has that.
No, it doesn't. Despite the fiasco, I will say I don't hate the cover.
It certainly fits in line with all the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Close up.
I think the color scheme of the album art and the cover fits well with it. And Femme Fatale is the worst cover she's ever had.
Absolutely.
So this to me it's soft, but it's not horrible.
It really isn't terrible.
No.
It's just unfortunate that it's a screenshot.
But most people won't know that until we tell them that
on this podcast.
And then you go and watch the Make Me music video and you literally can see the moment because a fan made an edit that's like moving.
Yeah.
Which Britney's team didn't even do that. Like you could have made a digital album cover that moved. Why don't you make it move? Got an idea for you. I want to do your job for you.
Ode to Larry. Can we please raise your roof? And
no, can we take away your raise? Give it to me and Brad.
Seriously.
Oh my God. So it starts out with a song called Invitation.
Yeah, it sets us free.
It does. I love Invitation.
I love it. She's having a slight Imogen Heap moment.
Yeah.
An alien moment that is less glitchy.
True.
It's very
the production
ethereal.
on this entire album is rich.
Rich, ethereal. I would describe this song as being heavenly.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's very beautiful, layered, electronic. So, we never talk about this. Do you remember your first play of the album?
I do. Would you like me to illustrate the picture?
Sure.
Okay, so I remember exactly where I was.
It did leak early.
It did.
Mexico. It was Mexico's fault.
Okay, well.
Shout out to Mexico. Well, I certainly have some.
How do you say Brad has slept with a lot of fans? If they wind up building that wall, Brad won't be able to sleep with all the fans there. Should have fucking voted for Hillary Clinton like Britney told you to.
I did. Don't make me sound like a Trump
no,
supporter.
I didn't scream that at you. I screamed that like just screamed into the void of like the sky.
Oh no, I can't. We certainly love Mexico. Well, I certainly do.
Yeah, we know you do.
Yep. Okay, so Mexico leaks the album. So what happens is a store.
Yes, the actual country of Mexico.
The entire
government
country
of Mexico leaks glory. Some fan in Mexico.
Yes, but it comes from Mexico.
Mm-hmm. We tracked the.
We literally tracked it to the store. There was like some.
Oh wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I believe like specifically a store like it got exposed for whoever.
Oh, like someone put the CDs out before it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Right. Oh wait, no. You're all right. I remember seeing it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Someone tweeted the photo. They're like, I got it off the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Femme Fatale was like 3 weeks early.
Right.
Britney Jean, nobody wanted to hear.
No.
So this one came.
Britney Jean was still on the mixing board before the album dropped and it was still getting mixed.
So yeah, this was only a few days before. This is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've heard it.
So I was in Jersey.
Oh, Jersey?
Yeah. I was in Jersey and it leaked and I was like, I need to have a moment. So I went to the boardwalk by myself.
That's so unlike you.
It was a moonlit evening. It was a very nice summer night. And I put my phone on airplane mode. I was like, shut the hell up, all of you. Mm-hmm. And I put Glory on and I, from start to finish, listened to the entire thing twice before I said anything. Mm-hmm. And I fucking loved all of it.
That's beautiful.
From start to finish, from Invitation to
Kyle tries to pronounce Coupure Electrique for 2 hours.
Yeah. I literally can't.
Well, I'm excited for when we get to it.
Coupure Electrique. Mm-hmm. There we go.
Such a natural French accent.
Thank you. Yeah. Bent ou en top. Doesn't that mean are you a top in French?
I don't speak French.
It means
the funky
something.
music. Do you the top?
Oh,
sorry. I'm toppling over the mics.
I may have looked how to say that in Google Translator. Anyway, that was whatever. So what were we talking about? Why are we talking
your
about
first
that?
experience listening to it? Mine was also, I did a solo stroll through the city, just airplane mode,
like
start to finish. Like a city boy, literally through New York. And when I hit Coupure, I admittedly teared up.
Oh.
We'll get to the song. That was
your
just
face was not like a mannequin.
Not like a mannequin. And I feel like that's kind of always been my journey with a new Britney album. I just kind of shut out the world, do either a solo stroll or a drive or some sort of like, full focus mode.
You need to zone out. You need to be in the zone.
And almost getting hit by cars.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it was a very positive experience.
Same, yeah.
Coming off of
Britney Jean.
Yeah. So Invitation, we loved. It's very, I love the end when it's like,
to be honest, it just continues the whole trip to my heart, like all of that. It could be that same. We'll make that playlist. It's like angel knee, some sort of ethereal knee. That is such her vibe.
Electron.
I'll just short circuit.
I was trying to mix the word. Yeah. Electric.
His face like a mannequin.
I just Britney Jean'd.
You did.
I was trying to mix the word electric and angel, and it flopped.
Oh.
So,
Angel
Electric.
Perfect.
Yeah,
oh, that's
what I was trying to say. Then we have Make Me, which is number 2. Also, I mean, I love.
We discussed. Kind of sets the bar for where this album is, which is a lot chiller than her other albums. In some cases.
Yes. The vibe she was going for.
Definitely. Vibey.
Yeah. Then the third track is Private Show. So the vocals,
they do
really just come out here.
You know, it's vocal acrobatics.
It is.
It's sometimes she goes chipmunk knee, sometimes she goes deep voice knee. You kind of get a full buffet.
Honestly, though.
You really do.
All over the place. In a great way.
That's right. It's showing that she has the range.
It's true. She goes low. She goes high.
When she goes low, we stan.
Yeah.
When they go high, we also stan.
Yeah, uncle is immaculate. Feel it. Like she really goes like
she goes
soul
for
knee,
it,
and then she goes like it's. I feel like it's all the same range. It's just
right.
It's
right. It's
no like Mariah
character.
in Emotions, but
no, perhaps not. But
this is her Emotions.
I think the thing that comes through the song is that she is having fun in the studio, which we don't get obviously for many years. That fun was lost.
Well, she physically wasn't in the studio for Britney Jean, so she wasn't even there to have fun or not have fun.
Right. So she's physically present, and you feel it here.
You really do. This song is also a perfume, and like we've said, the perfumes from what point was that? Like
Fantasy.
Yeah, through still to this day.
Yeah.
Get better music videos,
right,
and commercials than like the actual singles.
Yes.
Like this song actually got a good teaser.
It really did.
Because I have never had my wig and tits fly off from someone turning a light switch on like that ever. We get a teaser where she's like walking through. She takes the coat off.
Just the sound of it alone, will play it is just like
I can hear her footsteps on the metal floor.
I was so inspired, I actually recreated it in my parents' basement during a fit of mania. And I did it on Instagram or something. I don't know. Choices. Of course, that was for a perfume. Thank you, Elizabeth Arden. But, we'll take it.
Well lit, well shot. She looks fantastic. She's having so much fun. We're getting spins. We're getting good hair. We got a good outfit.
It's crazy.
The logo and the bottle for the perfume are kind of tacky.
Yeah, they're not
the
strongest.
Video is great.
Yeah.
And in Britney American Dream, the video game, they start promoting it, and you have to hit the little private show bottles to collect points.
That's right. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That relentless promo.
Right.
Would you consider it a single? It was just teased so heavily.
I feel like because of where we are in the career, the fact that it got a long enough commercial that was just the straight song, I would say yes.
I agree.
And I didn't understand why they didn't just say it's a single and put out a video.
Well, we only got 2 official singles from the era, so they should have.
But what are singles anymore?
What is an album? Yes.
Like,
what?
It's...
Yes.
Like, if you think about a single now, they are all digital releases anyway.
I know.
What's the difference?
It's all hashtag new Music Friday.
Just extend the commercial by 1 minute.
Yeah.
And call it a music video.
Well, it's what they should have did.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But it was fierce.
It was fierce. I don't know that the general public would take kindly to it.
No, they wouldn't. I think it's very soda pop.
Soda pop. That's exactly what I think.
Meets... I almost said Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I did not mean to say that in like a negative way.
It's part of our Weird Knee playlist we have to make.
What I meant to say was Britney singing on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is her.
Yes.
So it's fine.
Yeah. She puts it through the ringer a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's how she likes it.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is a personal favorite that I think is underrated and underappreciated. Man on the Moon. This to me is kind of like a sibling or a cousin to Every Time, because it's frankly quite suicidal-y.
Where?
She is crying, waiting for her man on the moon, and so the lyrics are...
I actually was going to say it's more of a sister to Alien.
It is a sister to Alien too.
And not just in like the literal sense of like aliens in the moon. Like,
like
I know I'm dumb, but like, don't come for me.
I'm a dumb bitch, but I'm not stupid.
All of yous in this house are fucking fake.
No. Okay, let me revisit, because there's specifically two things to point out about these lyrics. In my opinion, it's quite saddening. I can't compete with the stars in the sky. I'm invisible. I open the window to clear out my mind, but it's difficult. To me, this is a depressed knee. This is she's invisible. That's... Oh.
But the concept there is that she is one of those stars that's in the sky.
Yeah.
And for some reason, she feels like she can't be seen.
Yeah, I can't compete. Patience. Darkness comes. I've been right here waiting for you, my man on the moon. I just really love it. I think it's beautiful. A fun fact about the song is the bridge, when she starts randomly speaking a language, it's not a real language.
We'll never know what she meant.
We'll never know. She'll never tell. So the writers of this song wrote the song at Chateau Marmont, and they had a bet among themselves that they could get her to mention, and she does say Chateau Marmont in it. I think she says Chateau Marmont.
It's been debated what she's actually saying,
because what she's actually saying is a secret.
Is an actual real place.
The writers of the song came up with some sort of hidden meaning for whatever it is. So like that bridge has meaning among them only. So they got her.
Britney?
I don't know that Britney knows what it means. I think mostly they just wanted to shout out the place they were at or something, but I don't know. Anyway, all we know is that the bridge is something that the writers made up themselves amongst themselves, which is interesting. Mysterious. Moving on. You're going to come for me.
I am, because I already know what you're going to say, and I'm going to disagree, and then I'm going to edit it out of the podcast so that no one else has to hear it. The next track is Just Love Me.
Mm-hmm.
And do I just loved this song.
Definitely a personal favorite from the album.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why I love it it's great. But I love a slower mid-tempo that you can hair flip to.
Yeah, I mean, this belongs with Breathe on Me and Touching My Hand section and Piece of Me.
Like, you could dance break to this.
Yeah.
But also writhe around on the floor.
Yeah. This is definitely a highlight of the album. Very sexy. And more or less, a inspired version of Selena Gomez's Good For You, written by Julia Michaels. Britney also says in an interview after that she was extremely inspired by Revival. We'll get to my favorite quote from her of this era when she talks about Selena Gomez, but this is like symbolic of that era of down-tempo songs where everyone, The Weeknd, Selena, everyone was doing down-tempo music. And like, I'm not shading her, because actually that sound works for Britney really well.
Right.
I thought it was on trend in a positive way. Like, not like Too Late to the Party like Pretty Girls was trying to be fancy. I thought this was like right on time and sounded good.
Yes. And it was Britney. Like, they Britney-fied it.
They did.
To me, it doesn't sound like she's doing karaoke of someone else.
No, definitely not. It's just like the vibe. She fits in well with radio, which at this point in her career, we start wanting her to sound relevant. I want her to do whatever and experiment, but like, it would be nice to have a hit.
Yeah, that's true. And Again, production on this, I think, is gorgeous.
Stunning.
Super rich.
I like to hear this in headphones, like really loud. This is really good when I, interpretive dance to it.
There's just so many intricate sounds in it.
Yes, there are. That's why it's like,
is that how you describe something?
I would say that it's like
sonically
very layered.
detailed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, layered. Yes,
layered.
I like that.
Rich sounding indeed. So that's definitely a highlight. Just love
It's very
me.
Brintimate.
Very Brintimate. If you think that I'm saying that because I'm high maintenance, like I'm trying to mask every problem that I'm facing, well, you're wrong, because I don't need nobody when I'm breaking. All I need is your love and a little bit of patience. I need time, space, love, joy.
Literally.
I need Just Love Me on iTunes.
Ugh, it's so good.
Yes, it's really...
I want to say this was my most played of that year. This song.
It would be justified.
Excuse me? What?
Oh, no reference intended. Pussified on this podcast? Canceled.
The next track is Clumsy, but I love how you go out. I also love Clumsy.
I have a personal relationship with Clumsy.
Oh.
For those who may not know,
You in 2013 in Vegas?
Okay. Yeah, it was written about me in Vegas, but also I was invited to Sony RCA to listen to Clumsy and then do a first listen review for Pop Crush that Miss Spears herself tweeted out.
Oh, that's right.
And I definitely was overexcited. I will say that. I might have committed the sin that we talk about too much. I might have been like...
What'd you do?
I think I probably, I don't remember the exact wording, but I was just like, I don't remember what I compared it to. I might have thrown in a Till the World Ends or something, like, because I couldn't describe how surging the beat break is, because she doesn't have a beat break quite like that in her discog.
No.
I went there, they sat me down, and they played it for me twice, and I just wrote down notes. And then I went back and wrote a first listen review, like a week before it dropped as an instant grat. And, my dear old friend who I share initials with tweeted it out.
Oh.
Which was a nice little victory.
Did they did they drop these songs?
It was
leading
instant
up
grats.
to
Yeah, it was like,
right.
Yeah, like a song leading up to it. It was like Make Me Private Show, Clumsy, Do You Want to Come Over?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this song also because the vocals go like up all over the place. And the beat is not anything that she's ever really done before.
Yeah, it's a full-on surging EDM break.
Yeah.
I think there was some backlash when it came out because it was kind of riding that wave of drop as chorus, kind of.
Yeah.
I think like now I really like it.
Mm-hmm. And I just love the oops.
The oops is so good. And I think it really goes down big when you play it loud.
Yeah.
Like, so if you do a Britney night or something like that, it goes down really well.
Or if you want to put the bass settings on the equalizer.
You want to make the bass bigger than you just without Will.i.am.
Just like make it bigger.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. The oops is an iconic little nod. So,
and I also think it's more fun now because she's since added it in later years to her show.
Yes.
And we always kind of waited for it to have the dance break because it obviously has that beat drop, you know, which we'll discuss how we feel about that dance break. But like it was, you know, choreographed by her, obviously, but now it's just fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good time.
It is. And then the next one is, do you want to come over?
Oh, you already opened your Red Bull. I would have done the opening of the can at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
You just ruined the podcast. That's all. Also, we should talk about how the fact that the track listing is different on the CD and the digital version. Do You Want to Come Over comes in at number 2, I think, on the CD, which is weird.
Who has CDs anymore?
What's that?
Yeah.
This should have been a single.
I disagree, but yeah.
Wow. I think it's amazing.
I mean, it is. It's not what I would have picked, but
I think there was a real response to it, and I think it was going viral. Everyone was doing memes.
But this was not the one.
Nope. I was thinking the one I did of Pikachu dancing to it. Now that it's coming to mind. Nope. Just me. Just shocking that I was only thinking of myself. Yeah, I made a good meme.
Well, must not have been that good because you forgot about it. So.
No, but I think a lot of people liked this song. I could be wrong, but I feel like it should have been. It was a very.
Well, it was the one that they promoted with. She did the Today Show and They added it to Vegas, so it felt like it was going to.
Yeah,
it was getting a single treatment in terms of promo when it wasn't actually a single.
Somebody even there was a really good fan video made of it of her like texting, because basically what this song is about like having a Grindr hookup, queen of sex apps.
Yeah, she says
looking
in an
for
interview,
NSA fun.
They ask her about the concept for it, and she's like, it could be like whatever you want, but she literally does say it's like come
anything.
over.
Yeah,
like well.
What's the message? Is it, do you want to come over for a swim? For Netflix and chill?
I think it's leaving it to the imagination. Whatever you want to do. It's being very cheeky. Like, come over. Let's hang out. Let's see what happens.
Well, that's better than her interpretation of what she thinks Slumber Party is about, but we'll get into that.
Right. Which is the next track.
Perfect. So in an excellent interview series, they ask her about Slumber Party, and she basically says, it's like when you get your girls together and you like get pizza and you just like have a slumber party.
Which is like not wrong.
That is one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Some would say that using your body to make videos and
going crazy.
Sure. In her mind, Slumber Party is a G-rated girlfriend's night out.
Right. It's
night in.
Yeah. The conservative mommy stepped in to promote Slumber Party for a split second there.
Yes. So Slumber Party is her second official single from Glory.
Yes. And originally, if you have the CD, it is a solo version.
It is.
And
Tinashe is added.
Or as she would call Tanasha.
Tanasha.
Is added to the song and video.
Now, here's what I'm going to say. Now, the stand's going to jump out here.
Okay.
A lot of people did the thing that they did to Iggy that they would do to Tinashe, where they blamed her for the song not really charting. They,
Really?
Yeah. I mean, people were like not into this random person that they didn't know. A lot of people didn't know who it was.
Oh.
I thought there was a good amount of dragging. I felt like.
Maybe I had the blinders on. But
it wasn't as loud as Iggy.
Right. I also just loved the album so much that like I didn't really care what anyone else thought.
I think maybe people were more like not into the fact that there was yet another feature.
Right.
Because
on a single.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because Make Me was G-Eazy. Now we have...
Oh, right.
Yeah. And she hasn't had a featureless single since Perfume, which is insane. So this was kind of crazy. And she wouldn't, there's that rumored, but it exists, the Pitbull song that may never come out now. I don't know. But like that was going to be another feature moment. Like she kind of was like stuck in feature world. And like this was a song that wasn't even a feature at first. So it was kind of, it was jarring that they threw someone on it. Tinashe is a huge super fan. She's covered Blur like during the mixtape days. She danced to Womanizer in a tunnel in a video. Mm-hmm. I really like her and I've always supported her. And so I was really excited that she was getting this opportunity just as a fan.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to say no to it.
No.
I'm assuming the intent was to boost Tinashe's profile by having it with Britney, when in fact, both of them kind of needed it at this point.
Yeah,
because
I guess
Britney at this point is not really charting. She's never a chart queen, but like at this point, she needs a scream and shout type of hit.
She does.
So, Tinashe on the song was not going to help. I liked that their chemistry in the video, but I don't think
I love the looks in the video.
Yeah. But
the little tutu-knee is so good.
Oh, yeah. And of course, we have Slumber Party to thank for our current boyfriend, our current man.
That's right.
Sam Asghari.
Well, hopefully by the time this comes out, you never know.
You never know.
She might be on Instagram.
To be honest, they've been quite
suck my fucking toe. You never know.
At any moment, she, if only she had a stage to...
Literally at any moment, anything can change. So,
but at this current moment, it's now been over a year since they met on the set, and Sam said that he made a joke. He was like, "What's your name?" or something like he basically did some sort of like pretending not to know her thing, which she really liked.
Yeah, which is kind of in line with your story about you meeting her.
That's
true. She likes these like off things
because she'll never get everyone comes up to her shaking and crying, so it's nice for her to feel a little challenged and thrown off.
Like she's sitting in Tom's Diner.
Exactly.
She loves a local fantasy.
She just wants a local fantasy. Just say something basic to her about the weather.
Isn't it amazing, sweetie?
Slumber Party, I love the song. I mean, I like it with Tinashe.
I didn't think it was necessary.
It's not necessary. I definitely don't think it's necessary.
Not me shading Tinashe.
No, but that's like the awkward part of it is like she got thrown into a situation that she didn't ask for. She didn't campaign to get on a Britney song or anything.
No.
She was put into a situation to meet her hero and sing the song, but it wasn't really asked for. Nobody really wanted it.
I think it would have worked better as just maybe some performances.
Yeah.
Like if they did a remix and...
Yeah, do the solo version first.
Right.
Then amp it up 2 months later with a...
Have her do a couple, which they do later on, you know, she performs with her. But
yeah.
I just... It was... Which also, Stan will jump out here.
Yeah.
Why were they able to... So Glory comes out. They were then
with the solo version on streaming platforms. They then decided, we want to put Tinashe on it. Mm-hmm. They were able to change it literally instantly. Everywhere to be Slumber Party featuring Tinashe. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You couldn't go call up will.i.am and have him fix Alien and switch that?
It just shows how little care they had in the project as a whole. Completely.
Right. Well, the video's a serve.
And we meet our man.
Yeah, I just love the part where she's in the tutu and the lightning.
Oh, yes.
It just is like really cool.
We get some really good images from it. Even just her walking into the mansion. Mm-hmm. Very fierce.
Inspired Freaky by Trisha Paytas.
Sure did.
Literally is
as most people know, it led to Freaky by Trisha Paytas. And then there's the milk scene, which is the shot of her on the table crawling to Sam.
Yeah, something with the milk.
Something with the milk.
What does it mean? I don't get it.
It's like Ashley Simpson, Lala, like a milk cat, like a kitchen, like a, what's the line?
Oh,
drink the milk up, I want more.
Yeah.
They're all inspired by Ashley's lyric in Lala. It's kind of obvious.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a tribute to Ashley.
Wow.
I felt that. Yeah, I will say that I was pretty stunned by her appearance during that table crawl. Like she's and Sam's like 22 in the video.
She really snatched herself like a young hot man.
She certainly did.
I mean, Queen.
So
it's unfortunate that was the last single and that the last video from this era.
Yeah, or ever.
You know what? That's honestly like true.
Honestly, we don't know.
But we're not going to talk about that though because this year is iconic. So the next song is Just Like Me.
Just Like Me. You see layers. Just Love Me, now Just Like Me.
Mm-hmm.
Julia does an interview, or Justin, one of them, and says that Britney came up with this entire concept.
Which I agree with and believe because it also reminds me of like Perfume-ish. Like
she loves an other woman scenario.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, it's very cinematic. She walks in on her man fooling around with a girl and she looks just like me.
Right. Like there's another blonde.
Which like
there's,
It's the Crimea River video.
I like the song. It's not a standout for me.
Not a standout, but I think it's kind of interesting. I definitely love the chorus.
Yeah. And the fact that she came up with the concept is because that's the other thing too. I don't think we mentioned it yet, but she's heavily involved in this album.
Yes.
And like
she was
all
super
vocal
inspired.
jokes aside, she is very involved.
She's present
in this.
Vocally and idea-wise. She calls it her baby in a lot of interviews, but this time we believe her.
Yes.
And
like actually, seriously.
It was very clear that Justin and Julia brought something out of her that she felt re-inspired. So, fast forwarding to Justin Tranter maybe doing album 10 if this arises, it's not the worst idea because he clearly got something out of her.
Mm-hmm. This song is cemented in my brain with a vine of another queen of pop named Jigglypuff singing.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And I just can't believe I don't know what Stan did this, but like it went mildly viral.
Yeah.
And just is stuck in my brain. Like it's basically the music video for me.
That's all we need, to be honest.
It's great. If I find it, I'll tweet it. You can follow me at TCalMac. Then the next track is Love Me Down.
La 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 la. Love Me Down, yes. Which is often referred to as a fan favorite at least from what I see online.
I feel like this is where the album starts to switch into like more weirdney.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah, the way that she's singing on this song is really, I would say Gwen Stefani-esque, which is fun. She's done that before, like on Amnesia. I feel like she does that a little bit, and like Poppy and stuff. I don't know. She just does some little playful things with her voice that are really fun. Exactly that.
Yeah.
And the boys, some of the boys of her dancers,
Somewhat
Girls, did a dance video to this. So clearly they had strong feelings about it too. I kind of pair it exactly with Hard to Forget You, which is the next one. They kind of go with each other.
They flow well into each other.
They do.
Hard to Forget You, the next track, is one of my favorites from this album.
It's bananas.
And I don't know what it is about it, and I still to this day can't figure out what it sounds like to me. There's something about it that triggers just happiness in me, like a nostalgia.
It's got like a bottle pop kind of a chorus where it just like pent up and then it's like, wow.
Yes, it's very bright.
Mm-hmm.
It also reminds me a little bit of the Hookup from In the Zone. A little bit. Like the little, like,
okay.
the
Yeah.
drummingness.
Mm-hmm.
There's also, which I don't know if I should sing this because if it ruins the song for anyone else, I'm sorry, but I'm not, because I've known for doing that with Vines.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just ruin
But for
it.
some reason, whenever I hear the song, I hear, since I tasted you, I got a craving, tits shaking in the heat of the night, which is not the lyric at all. But there's, for some reason, like, I don't know why or where or how it started, but I'm always like, tits shaking in the heat of the night. It flows perfect.
Tits flew.
Yeah.
Hard to Forget You. All right.
Yeah.
Give it up for him.
It's so hard to forget ya. It's
There's
so
something about ya.
We have dragged Britney Jean across the floor. This album, the vocals that she gives us are so fucking good.
So varied, really.
Yeah.
She gets to play a lot of characters.
Which she, like, this is so old school Britney to me, where
it's
all
very,
the songs,
very, very old Britney.
like, it's kind of like Circus, where it's very varied. But even, I felt like we were getting Baby One More Time vocals.
Yeah.
The album vocals.
Yeah.
Soda Pop, Knee came out. We're getting all those varied sounds that she's given us in this album in such a modern, rich production. And I just fucking love every part of it. I really, really, really do.
Yeah, this definitely has classic Britney vibes to it.
There's something 90s about it, and I don't know what it is. It's something in the since I
It is that one.
You, I got. There's that melody. One day it'll come to me.
Yeah.
If anyone else out there has something that they think it sounds like, please tell me.
I think I heard someone once say Shania, but I don't know. Because there is something, a bit of a twang to it. It's something.
It is something, isn't it?
It's, give it up for them. Aren't they something?
So fucking good.
And then we move into the song that forced Adele into retirement.
We're never getting 28. Get it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I was like, I get it, everyone?
Yeah. they're all like, yeah, I see what you did there. Adele's album titles.
Oh my God. 47.
Adele retired, Duffy canceled. I remember laughing in the street when this came on.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. In a good way. Co-write on this song, so she cares about it. Lets Loose, Queen of Soul comes through and really lets the girls have it with her most belted song since maybe, well, yeah, Private Show 2.
Yeah.
But this is belting.
There's something grating about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of like
But
Meghan
it's
Trainor
so
does
catchy.
Motown. I think it's a very Meghan Trainor song. Like, I think it's very retro pop.
Oh, you mean in the sense that, like, no one heard it?
Right. My name is no. Yeah, that I think
it
it's
is kind of Meghan Trainor-y.
I mean, even the whole Motown renaissance.
She went back to basics.
Honestly.
The vocals are all over the place. The sound's all over the place. But like we said in Private Show, you can tell she's having fun with this one.
Yeah, this is totally her letting loose in the studio in a way that she hasn't in years.
Right.
So
Which
I was like happy to hear the song. I was like, oh, you're doing that.
And I think as the album progresses into weirder and weirder,
yeah,
which it does.
It does.
I think my appreciation only grows because I'm like, they let her do this.
Exactly. That's what that song is. It's
or like this came out and she's happy with this album. And so I love it.
Exactly.
Didn't she say in an interview once that she went to the album with the idea of don't be afraid to suck.
Dare to suck.
Dare to suck.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I would go in, I would really just tell myself, dare to suck. I was like, you know what, some days we'd come up with amazing things to write with, and sometimes we'd have amazing concepts, and then some days it were just like, so I got lucky, though.
My motto.
That is your motto.
But, like, she really did go into this being like, that's kind of...
Yeah, there are songs that are very much her winging it in a way that I think she was braver than she has been in the studio.
Right.
And they're not all smashes, but it's like, okay.
No, but this to me is like a stan album.
Definitely.
Which I love.
We're the only ones who heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I was like, I don't care if this is top 40 or not. Like, this is, I want Britney to be doing it.
Yeah.
And she sure does it.
She sure does. And it's so much better.
Yeah. In fact, it is, which I feel like this one's a stan favorite.
Definitely. Better should have been a summer single. It like totally rides the festival EDM vibe, that springy kind of beat. This is a time of like the Chainsmokers were having their big moment and stuff
Kings
like
of
that.
Pop.
Kings of
I stan.
And so I think this would have been a nice little summer moment, or just in general. I think the general public would have liked this song.
Vocal Knee comes out in this one too.
She does.
So good, so good, so damn, so good, so right, so good, so damn, so good, so damn good, yeah.
That's
just like
the
that.
Lyric. Yeah. I really let's all do all. Yeah. It's good.
How much fun she's having doing this just shines through.
It does. It does.
And you feel it.
It does, like a brightest morning star.
No, not like that at all. I'm like remembering how I felt when I heard all these for the first time, and I'm just like shook.
I know.
I feel alive again.
Oh,
it's a nice feeling.
That is.
Anyway, you make me smile. You make me come. Anyway.
20 years of Paris.
Yeah. The next song is, I fucking love this song so much. Change Your Mind, parentheses, no CS Cortez, end parentheses.
Well, obviously, I love this song. This was written about my love life. This is a ode to a Spanish lover.
Oh.
I might relate to this one. I love this song for a variety of reasons. I stan even though it's not her, the bridge, when it's like in Spanish.
Oh, right.
It's like literally Christina comes in to like fill in for her, and it's just like doing a Mi Reflejo recital. This was definitely an obvious standout the first time I heard it, as like this could be a single. And luckily it gets added to the show.
Right. It gets an Instagram choreo moment.
Yeah, we do. We get, she did some choreography in her home gym, and she thought, why not just take it on the road?
Right. But like, she loves it.
She loves it. Yeah, this is about changing someone's mind.
Oh.
Because maybe they're being too polite. Now you don't want to cross the line.
Does no CS Cortez actually mean something?
Yes, it's in Spanish. It means
what is it?
Don't be polite. Like, you don't have to be polite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right?
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because, she makes up languages here, so sorry.
That's fully Spanish.
Yeah.
Spanish and a baby, which we'll get into. Yeah, Britney tackles several languages on this album fearlessly. She does Spanish and French and a mystery language in Man on the Moon that some of us haven't even, known those words before. I wish I got a video. I really wish I got a video.
Didn't someone make a meme of that alligator dancing to it? Remember the alligator meme? What was her name?
Oh, the Brazilian...
Cuca?
Cuca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was in that little dress.
Yeah.
And was it me who did it? I don't know. It wasn't.
Probably
I don't think it was.
It might have been you, but somebody did put Cuca to...
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was me.
Okay.
But someone did put it to Change Your Mind. Yeah. And it is so fucking funny. And I feel really like people like loved it.
Yeah. Fan favorite.
Well, speaking of fan favorites, The next track, well, I feel like this one's a big one.
I think it's divisive.
Yeah. You know, Britney had fun with her vocals. I'm gonna have fun with mine.
Yeah, you're gonna manipulate them after.
No, I don't know how to do that, actually. If I could make myself sound good in vocals, could you? Oh my God, I would literally
Unstoppable.
I would honestly become a queen of pop.
I don't think that that's out of the question.
If I learn, just wait. I'm gonna release my new single. Yeah.
Until then.
Until then. Liar.
I have seen a lot of people don't like this song. So I think it is one of the most divisive ones, actually.
I'm not one of those people who doesn't like it.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't choose it for a single.
Yeah.
But I still like it.
It's really like a Carrie Underwood song. Britneyized, of course. Like her vocals are definitely Britney, but like it's like a before he cheats kind of situation.
Yeah. Which, you know,
I like that in theory. I mean, I like the song a lot.
What if Britney did a cover of Two Black Cadillacs?
She could.
Ugh.
Or that Blown Away song. But anyway.
Just put your lips together and blow away. Oh, what a bop.
What a bop. Yeah.
Two black Cadillacs sitting on the bay. This was her Carrie Underwood moment.
Yeah, I think it's
stan.
like I think it's like Carrie. It doesn't scream Britney to me. Like I think this is less an obvious Britney song to me.
Right. It was a new sound for her.
It is.
But I love it.
Yeah. Her being a badass and being like tall tale.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you could play this at Flaming Saddles.
You definitely can.
Right. Which for you other gays in other places who may not know this, the Flaming Saddles here in New York is strictly country music only.
Is it not in LA?
No. In LA, they play like all the girls.
Oh.
But here, it is like you walk in and it's all country.
Oh, what a shame. That's why I never go.
If I ever go, I'm like Two Black Cadillacs.
Yeah. I mean, I do think I have like 3 queens I could make work there, but
yeah, so this is her Flaming Saddles moment.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
And then the actual meme of the album.
Which, my impact.
Yep.
Actually, though, the next song, If I'm Dancing, which is, in my opinion, the weirdest song on the album.
Mm-hmm. In the best way.
No, the last one might be the weirdest song on the album.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, they're all weird.
They are.
A lot of them are weird. This song is so out of nowhere. Like, I just remember the second it started, I was like, what? Just the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which became a meme.
Yeah, it did. Any sort of dancing. If they were smart, they would have capitalized on it, but they were, they did nothing with it. But
nothing.
Like regular local people were like setting
Twitter took it and ran with it
to any sort of dancing video. And for a second there, the world united under If I'm Dancing.
They did.
And not only is it just like a great song, honestly, it's so weird production wise. It reminded me of everything from like MIA to just, it's so strange. I will say that the lyrics are bananas on the song. This butterfly from the bottom of the ocean, my chakras, like she does a whole bridge about her chakras and the color of the chakras, which like aligns with like certain blue, green, and red. Like she's talking about like your root chakra, all these things. It's like
cinematic, take it right back in the bottom. No politics in the perfect notion.
Yeah.
Like vocals all over the place,
everywhere.
Sounds all over the place.
All over.
I have to say, I love the Vine that I made with the dancing witch.
The witch. That's a classic.
The clap.
Like gonorrhea. Oh.
No. Disgusting. I've never had that.
Why are we discussing right now?
What do you mean? You said it first.
I'm like,
the witch claps when she's like,
and
if I'm dancing.
Yeah.
One of my finer edits.
For sure.
It really just is that bitch.
It really is that bitch.
I mean, you are that bitch, aren't you?
That girl.
They did put it in Piece of Me over the part that used to be Radar.
They did.
Which I like lost my shit for a second. Then I was like, oh, you're just an interlude.
Yeah.
They really did not capitalize on this at all.
Nope.
which just goes to show you.
New team.
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
We get one final track.
Yeah,
well,
made me emotional.
If you live in Japan.
Oh, important. Yes, we're not actually at the end, but we're at the end of the most versions.
The final track for us United States citizens.
Us United locals.
Us, literally, United. Oh, God. Anyway.
Is a song called...
That I can't pronounce. So
I was
was
really excited for you to try and do it.
Kapur Electric. No, that's not it.
Copior?
Copior. All I know how to say in French is, are you a top?
Yeah, well, you get by with that.
No, actually, it failed.
Yeah, that's true. You don't.
The one time I literally was like, I was on Google Translator and I said...
We were at Flaming Saddles, weren't we?
Yeah, and I Googled how to say, are you a top from English to French?
Yeah.
And then it didn't work for me.
Yeah.
That's not the point of this podcast.
Yep.
So, final
Is
song.
It, though? Aren't we just to find you a top?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what
I want to be on the top of the podcast charts.
Yeah, that's the only thing you're topping. So now we're...
That's not true.
That's true. You've had your moments.
I set New Year's resolutions this year.
We'll see how that pans out for you, sweetie. Copieur, honestly, shook me to my core, made me emotional just because. So the name of the song is French for blackout.
Yes.
Which,
shaking.
And then the fact that the song is entirely sung poorly in French, but she tried. No, like my friends that speak French are like, she's barely saying it. But we stand. I have no doubt that somebody was literally next to her feeding her line by line, and she would try and do it. Because when we've seen her do those promo interviews where she does it for each region, and she's like, Konnichiwa, y'all.
Right.
So she does her best. I don't think it's unintelligible. She has an accent.
Mm-hmm.
Would be, of course they haven't used it, would be a fierce ass interlude or an opening to an amazing performance.
Oh, it would be such a good interlude.
Never been used, except it was allegedly going to be used in Domination with maybe a mask on.
Which we'll never know.
She'll never tell.
What does she say in the song? Like, what's the lyric? Like, what's the message?
It's an intense love.
Because the concept for the title is blackout. So, like, what is she saying in the actual...
So it's basically like intense feelings of love. So I forget the world when you make love to me, my love, like a power outage, a moment with you in the dark, like a power outage, you're the light, like a blackout, so she's there in the dark having sex and nothing else matters, basically.
Which is kind of interesting then to think about Blackout, the album.
Mm-hmm.
People think of Blackout, the album, as like drinking or drug related blackout, but that's interesting.
Yeah, she makes it more that
it's about love. There's a self-referencing there that I find very fascinating.
Yeah, a moment with you in the dark, like a blackout, you're the light.
I mean, not to get like too deep or like to analyze too much.
We never do that.
But I said in 2007 that I felt like Blackout, the album, was, I guess you could call it a light that saved her. Her creativity, making music, was her blackout. Like, that was her opportunity to like
totally
creatively save herself.
I agree.
Now I'm looking at it differently because I literally did not know those words until you just said it.
Yeah.
I mean, I already thought highly of her with this album. Now I'm like shook even further because there's something there I find very fascinating.
Yeah, it's an homage.
And I wish that someone would ask her about that.
I don't know if they intentionally avoid people who actually give a shit about her music or if they want to keep it a safe interview by asking very basic
fun stuff
questions. But until we get the Oprah Winfrey sit down style, or they just let me have my interview that I want, then
there would have to be something there.
Yeah.
I feel stupid admitting that I like never looked up what the song meant until you just said it. But I just remember hearing this and being like, the fact that they put out a song that is so anti-radio.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the album is very anti-radio. To me, I felt like this really was her comeback because a lot of In the Zone isn't radio.
Exactly.
A lot of her like deep cuts that are beloved by fans are anti-radio, and she did that with this.
I think she's undoubtedly inspired on this album. And I think that's a solid song to leave off on, is a little bit of mystery, a little bit of an homage, and a very cool Chile sound. But although it wouldn't end the album in Japan.
No. Japan gets an incredible bonus track.
It's insane that this is not on the standard version. It's definitely up there. Mood Ring is a collaboration with
DJ Mustard. It's, I would say, like vibey, moody. Very vibey, very moody. It is very intoxicating in a way. Like you kind of drift off into the beat.
You do.
And it's very electronic and it's not really that vocal heavy. Like they're there, but the sound of it electronically is what.
Yeah, and actually this is, to everybody who's like, oh, they always manipulate her vocals. Well, here, her vocals are very manipulated, but in a very pleasing way. It's still her, but it's very unusual you style.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like a slower And Then We Kiss.
Yeah, which that's why it's like one of my faves, because And Then We Kiss is like way up there for me. So that is definitely a missed opportunity. I cannot believe it's just a bonus track in Japan.
I know.
If you haven't heard it, please look up Mood Ring, because I feel like a lot of people are learning about bonus tracks on this podcast. It's essential. It's so good. And
that's Glory.
That is Glory. That is the 9th studio album by the recording artist Britney Jean Spears.
She really fucking did that.
She
with
did
this album.
She did. This isn't necessarily the album that was going to get her back on the charts, but it's the album that reaffirmed my faith in her, getting her shit together as far as an artist. Not to be critical really of her, but I'm like, I need to be convinced that you want to be a pop star and that you like doing artistic things still like this. And that was kind of affirming for me. Like Copier alone was
1,000%.
Okay, like you're still interested in doing something artful and interesting.
I mean, because she'd been talking about, I want to do something artsy fartsy.
Yeah,
like,
forever.
Always kind of saying that.
And then Pretty Girls comes and we're like, that couldn't have killed our dreams more of like what we thought she was going for.
We'll be discussing promo and performances and stuff because she really goes all out this year.
Yeah.
There was an excitement and a hunger and a fire that returned with her this year, and a weirdness and a quirkiness that came alive. You hear it in this album.
Totally.
And it's everything I wanted from her in this stage in her career. I can't praise it enough. I really can't. I just love it, if you will. Just love me. I love you, Glory. Like I said before, there's so much that happened this year. So we're going to need to do a second part to 2016 because we hate the word comeback. We said that we hate the word comeback, but honestly, that's, for me, this year is it. Which is why I feel like there's so much to talk about. And she just really was more active.
She was. We kind of, I think, overlook how much promo she did this year in a time when, like, we always make fun of how Britney doesn't like to do promo. Well, she did a ton of it this year. She really did. To talk down the success of Glory because she didn't promote it, she absolutely did.
Oh, I feel like from the summer on, she's constantly promoting.
Yeah, promo's not an excuse in this era.
There's no denying that she wanted to do more this year.
Absolutely.
And
she wanted to.
We're going to be discussing those in part 2.
Part 2. And 2016.
We'll also be giving you our knee of the year in part 2.
Yeah.
But
because the knee is still going strong.
The knees are working.
The knees are working.
The knees are slaying. The knees are on all different stages. They're across in London. They're killing it in Vegas. They're in the music videos. The knees are working and they're well oiled this year and they're fucking slaying in good boots too.
True.
She had really good boots this year. But anyway,
great boots. We
will be seeing you very soon because there's going to be a part 2. So
yeah,
see you in part 2. Well, see you then.
See you then.
I'll see you then. I'll see you then. I'll see you then. I'll see you then. I'll see you then. I'll see you then.